I don't think anyone in the NBA has the level of faith that Angel Reese has because she goes in.
Patrick Bet-David just dropped one of the most savage reality checks we've heard all year, and it was aimed straight at Angel Reese. She claimed she's one of the top players in the world.
I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
But Patrick clearly thinks otherwise. He just hit her with one sarcastic, calm, and absolutely brutal line. Something about faith, God, and her jump shot. It might be the smoothest roast we've ever heard on his podcast, and now everyone's asking the same thing. What exactly did Angel Reese say that triggered this? And how did Patrick turn it into the most brutally honest moment on his show? Well, we're about to break it all down. But first, if you think someone needed to say it, drop reality check in the comments. Let's get into it. 2 weeks ago, Patrick Bet-David dropped a new episode of his podcast. And for the first few minutes, it was just business as usual. The panel was chopping it up, NBA this, WNBA that, nothing too crazy. But then, things took a turn. Because once the conversation shifted to Angel Reese, PBD didn't hold back. At first, it actually sounded like he was going to praise her. You know, give her some credit, maybe show a little respect. He literally started by saying,
honestly, she must, there's a part of me that wants to compliment her, you know.
Honestly, there's a part of me that wants to compliment her. And you're sitting there thinking, okay, maybe he's turning a corner? Maybe he's about to give Angel her flowers? Lol, no. Because what came next was so unexpected, so brutally sarcastic, you couldn't help but laugh.
Anyone in the NBA has the level of faith that Angel Reese has because she goes in and she just throws the ball up.
She doesn't even care where it goes.
She doesn't know where it's going.
That's hilarious. I mean, what kind of compliment is that?
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, she goes in and it's like, and it just goes like this.
And he said her shots are a whole act of faith.
And I just watch it. It's a moment of faith. I have an emotional connection with God when I watch her play because, you know, you tell me you believe in God like Angel Reese does.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of people that have her level of faith.
This man really said watching Angel Reese play basketball makes him feel closer to God. That is literally the kind of thing only Patrick Bet-David could say publicly. But that was just the beginning. Because right when you think it's just some light teasing or a backhanded compliment, Patrick flips the switch. And that's when things start to get real spicy. PBD started questioning her skills, and to make his point strong, he even brought receipts. He literally asked his mid-show,
hey, Rob, can you just show highlights of her, you know,
jump set?
Yeah.
Can we?
You know, at this point in the game.
There's a highlight of Angel Reese laying it up.
And what did they pull up? Clip after clip of Angel Reese missing layup.
Watch this. Go ahead.
And he's just sitting there calmly narrating it all like it's a comedy show.
The Michael Jordan. Jordan! No.
He is just amazed, not by her skills or her stats, but by how confidently she throws the ball, like really throws it, without even looking like she cares where it's going. And he says, totally serious, you tell me, you have that kind of faith? Jordan, have that kind of faith?
Tell me.
Michael
You
Jordan.
have that kind of faith?
Jordan.
I don't have that kind of faith.
One more.
What is this?
I don't have that kind of faith.
Like he's not even trying to be funny, he's genuinely shook. And honestly, that's what makes it so entertaining. Because now, he's not just teasing Angel Reese for her wild shot choices. He's straight up comparing her faith on the court to Michael Jordan. And of course, not in a good way. But just when you think he's done roasting her, he flips the tone completely, turns to Adam super casually, and goes,
I'm thinking about for Adam buying a courtside ticket to Caitlin Clark's game. You know what game I wouldn't mind going to? You know what game I wouldn't mind going to? When they face each other.
Oh.
Do you know why? Because there's one thing I love about sports. That's
very honest.
Animosity.
And that's when you realize this isn't even about Angel Reese anymore. This is about animosity. He wants to see Caitlin Clark face Angel Reese again. Not just because it'll be a great game, but because he knows there is tension, and in sports, that is literally the whole point. Then he hits them with the question, if it was Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark, would you go to that game? And instantly everyone's like, 100%.
Would you want to go to the game?
100%.
Courtside.
100%.
Would you actually want to go to the game?
Why don't you invite him to the podcast? Both of them.
He even double checks for both of them, and they're all in agreement. Scream a big fat yes.
For both of them?
Yes, at the same time.
It would be
Angel Reese.
And
no,
Stephen
do the
Smith.
podcast from courtside.
Because no matter how you feel about Angel, you can't deny the competitiveness would be crazy to watch. And funny enough, Angel knows it too. She's said it herself. People don't just watch the WNBA for Caitlin Clark. They watch it for her, too.
The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
See, that kind of confidence is bold and loud, but sometimes it is a little delusional. Because Angel Reese doesn't just believe she's good. She believes she's the best. Like, the reason teams lose sleep before a game.
Who's the best player in the country?
To the media or me?
As you see it.
I feel like I'm the best player in the country.
She thinks every scouting report starts with her name, as if coaches are in film sessions going, forget Caitlin, how do we stop Reese? It's wild. Because on paper, she is not exactly taking over games.
Please tell me it's a fake quote. Please tell me this is a fake quote.
Her numbers are okay, double-doubles here and there, but they're not changing outcomes. She's missing layups, struggling to finish, and her team's not winning. Yet she walks and talks like she's the second coming of Shaq, like defenders are trembling at the idea of guarding her. And it'd be funny if it weren't so constant. Because Angel isn't the silent type. She's never been the no-comment girl. She wants the spotlight, she basically chases it. And in her mind, she is already there. Like right next to Caitlin Clark, shoulder to shoulder on the WNBA Mount Rushmore. Angel really thinks this is a rivalry, like they're 1A and 1B. But we all know the reality. Caitlin is out here rewriting record books, while Angel's rewriting her own scouting report to make it sound scarier. And so when Caitlin did the "you can't see me" in college, Angel saw it, paused, and said, "All right, bet." She mimicked it in the national championship game like she just beat the final boss. But now, we're in the pros. So, no more viral moments. Just grown women, grown games, and real numbers that do not lie. And Angel has been putting up 13 and 13, solid stats on paper. But it's not translating to wins. It's not scary, and definitely, it is not what Caitlin does. Angel thinks the league is only alive because she is in it. When in reality, she's missed more layups this season than she's made headlines, unless you count techs. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is giving teams actual nightmares. They're changing entire defensive systems just to slow her down. She's pulling defenders 30 feet from the hoop like she's got gravity powers. And yet, Angel thinks she is the real reason why people watch WNBA in the first place. Like, is it delusion? Or just brilliant self-promotion? Because of this confidence. This blind, beautiful belief. It's what keeps her name in the headlines, even when the scoreboard forgets she played. So while Angel Reese keeps telling the world she's the league's biggest problem, Caitlin Clark, Lexi Hull, and the Indiana Fever are out here letting their game do the talking. They're not begging for the spotlight. They are earning it. Caitlin's rewriting the rule book every time she steps on the court. Lexi's guarding stars with twice the hype and 3 times the pressure. And the Fever is starting to look like a team nobody wants to face in a playoff series.
Caitlin Clark and Aficia Collier named the 2025-18 WNBA All-Star Game Team Captains.
And guess what? Even the All-Star rankings agree. Because while Caitlin Clark is leading the league with over 1.3 million votes, Angel Reese barely cleared 500,000.
My angel, you're my darling. Angel Reese walking into last night's.
Not just that, when the players themselves cast their votes, they ranked Angel Reese 12th among frontcourt players. 12th player, not 5th, not 6th, 12th. And yet, she has the audacity to call herself the biggest star of the league. At the end of the day, we all know where Angel Reese stands in the world of basketball. She's talented, she's marketable, and she's loud. But calling yourself a top player in the world? Patrick Bet-David was not buying it, and let's be honest, neither were most of us. His takedown confirmed what a lot of people were already thinking. The stats don't lie, the game film doesn't lie, and when you compare hype to actual dominance, well, let's just say she's not exactly Jordan. So, does she deserve all the hate she gets? Or are we just watching a confident young player find her way under the spotlight? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you think Patrick Bet-David was just saying what everyone else was thinking, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next one.